Father's Day breakfast this morning. Wifey's got it all going down. Even though I can't really eat much of it, I'm still 4 weeks out, but what do we got? Onions, some mushroom, some bacon, tomato, guacamole. And yummy, here's the finished product. So what's going on, everyone? So this footage was actually taken a couple of weeks ago for Father's Day. I obviously didn't eat that all. I had some egg whites, I picked up some vegetables and things like that. Yeah, as I said, so this was taken about a couple of weeks ago, so I thought I'd do a update video over some training. So I'm just going to do a voiceover on how I'm currently feeling, on my macros and things like that. At the time of this footage, I believe I'm 13 weeks into my cut now. So even though I said I was 4 weeks out, I'm about 5 weeks out. So the comps have been pushed back to November 21st, 22nd, like predicted. But at this stage, I don't think I'm going to be competing in November. You know, reason being, again, I just still don't believe that with the current situation in Melbourne, the lockdown and everything, that even by November, that things will be okay. You know, for me, I set out this goal to really push myself and bring my best physique to date and put myself in some uncomfortable stages. So currently, my feeling is week 5, it's really starting to set in, both mentally and physically. You know, psychologically, it's starting to really take its toll on me. I'm constantly hungry. I'm getting very irritated very easily. Anything can just trip me off, and I just always try to remind myself that it's just a diet and I've got to calm myself down. So it's really, you know, doing a number on that. And I'm just tired, just constantly tired. I'm okay in the morning and things like that, but when it gets to about 7:30, I feel like my gas is completely emptied. My tank is emptied. Everything I've done is just exhausted. My weight here is, I think, roughly about 77 kilos or 76.9. So I have not seen 76 on my scales in over a decade. So this is the lightest I've ever been for a long time. As I said, you know, this is what I wanted. This is what I set out. Even as sick as it sounds, as much as it sounds like I'm complaining and hating it, this is exactly what I wanted to push through. You know, because again, you know, I'm always about discipline and things like that. But you know, this has been super tough. Honestly, it's got to be one of the hardest things I've done in my life. So props to anyone that competes and step on stage, man. Honestly, hats off to them. You know, for me, it's just like I've got thoughts of just like it's that little devil inside your head, just going, Will, just give up. Like, why are you even doing this for? You know. So it's really every single day right now is just a mental pep talk with myself, just to continue pushing through. As I said, it's, you know, psychologically, it's definitely a battle. But even with all those feelings and stuff, but what it has taught me is without struggle, there's no reward. Again, you know, looking the way I look at the end of my cut is just the bonus. It's about all the lessons and the growth I learned along the way. You know, it's about the struggle. It's about basically, as I mentioned on my last video, it's about making a promise to yourself, setting yourself a goal and accomplishing it no matter what. You know, it's going to be hard, it's going to be struggle, it's going to be days that you don't want to do it and you don't want to continue, you just want to give up. But we just got to keep pushing. You know, the results are merely just around the corner. And I'm also blessed just to have amazing support around me. My wife, my family, you know, me sacrificing time to train and eat and be picky in what things I do. My wife putting up with my shitty attitude over the past couple of weeks, and then she's going to continue, you know, having to put up with and just being patient with me, you know. So I've had a great support from my family. You know, great advice from my brother-in-law Paulo. You know, he's been a big supporter for mine as well. And then of course, you know, my coach is kind of helping me prep me through this whole period. Even though that the comps aren't going ahead, I told him just to basically prep me as if I am, you know, in a real life prep comp situation. So here's a little bit of a physique update. Again, you know, I think I'm looking okay at this stage. For me, as I said previously, I always lean out my top body first. My weakest point is definitely my lower abs. You know, as you can see, I'm still holding quite a lot of water around there. You know, that's always the last bit for me to drop. But I think everything else, you know, I'm pretty happy with, I think. I guess this is the leanest I've ever been, so I don't know really any better. But yeah, so I think I'm going okay. So there's about 5 weeks left. Got to finish strong, as like I set out to do, and of course, stay relentless.